Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier, fellow Cobra Kai fan. Cobra Kai, there's people talking in my neighborhood. I'm trying to do something here. Cobra Kai season 3. Uh, my initial response, I'll come back later with a different video. But my initial response was I liked it, of course. I banged out the whole series 3 in one day, one sitting. Um, Not really one sitting, like two sittings split. Kind of started one sitting at like 4 in the afternoon, went to like 8 or 9, and then revisited like 1 to 4 in the morning, and of course taking breaks and so forth. 5 hours of actually more than that. Like each episode's 40 or 50 minutes, whatever it is. Um, I enjoyed it, as you might expect. Some thoughts. We find out that Aisha is gone. The character of Aisha, that's a little interesting. Not sure what's happening. I saw some online rumors. I don't know if they're true or not. What's happened to the actress or the character? It would be great to see her come back for season 4. Spoilers, folks. This is, of course, if you've watched the series already. One thing I'd say for those of you that have been watching or have watched the whole series, be considerate of others. Don't spoil. Um, Netflix spoiling is the new cyberbullying. Okay. Other thoughts. This Peyton actress is really quite the number, and I'm expecting a big career from her. I could see her doing other wonderful things. Sins of the father are visited upon the children is something I wrote down. That seems to be a theme of not only this season, but all the seasons of Cobra Kai, is that these children, especially, you know, Danielson's son or Danielson's daughter. I'm sorry. His son doesn't really do much. Son's kind of a bystander to this thing. Might be interesting if season 4, the son gets involved a little bit more. He's kind of been a wallflower on this show, the son, but the daughter, Danielson's daughter, quite interesting character, and always, dating boys and getting into mischief, but also studying karate and learning all these wonderful things. How do I feel about her character? I think when those two female characters fight, it's very good because it kind of shows instead of just the um, rumors and the gossips and the so forth that we see female teenage characters usually in films like Jawbreaker and others going way back. We actually see Clueless. We see these girls getting physical and fighting. That's kind of interesting. So I've always enjoyed that. What else? The Twisted Sister concert, Miguel. I did write down notes, folks. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a Twisted Sister concert. I thought it was kind of funny. Someone on the creative writing team of Cobra Kai, the producers, must have liked Twisted Sister. It's fine. I mean, the kid, Miguel tapping his foot at a Twisted Sister concert, of all things, was interesting to me. Um, um, Kind of a big recovery for a guy to have a recovery. They think he's going to be paralyzed, and within the body of the season, he's walking again. A little bit far fetched, to be honest with you. Would have liked to see more from that. I mean, the fishing with the girly magazines from the '80s. It's a cute technique, but I think it's kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I get it, mind over matter and all that, but I mean, the guy was supposed to be paralyzed. I'm not quite buying that, and that he's walking around fine. Like one day he can barely move, the next day he's walking around fine, and he's in a big karate fight and winning. I just didn't buy it. The actor who played Miguel looked like he grew, 3 or 4 inches and 40 pounds. I mean, it's been a while since we've seen a Cobra Kai season. I don't know what the breaks were between seasons, but some of these kids are growing up fast. What else can I say? The Hawk character, the kid with the mohawk and the hair lip. People really like that character. I do too, because he kind of goes back and forth, between the good side, the bad side, the dark and the light, so to speak. I found him interesting. I did find the Eagle Fang. I think Eagle Fang is an instant classic. Whoever came up with that, eagles don't have fangs. I mean, I thought that was interesting. What else could I say? Elizabeth Shue. Okay, this one strikes a little close to home. As many of you may know, and if you don't, you can just check my acting reel, Mike Messier acting reel. You can see my fine work with Elizabeth Shue in the movie Hope Springs. We shared a scene together. So it's good to see Liz back on the TV series. It did feel a little bit like, she was, I hate to say it, but slumming a bit. I mean, you kind of had the feeling that her character or her as an actress felt a little displaced. Like, she was kind of a tourist of this world, like, a one-off. It had that feeling of it was a one-off thing. She really, not that she didn't want to be there, but she had other things to do. And it's kind of like going to a party where you just stop by for a drink when you really don't want to be there. Once you're there, you have a good time, but you're happy to leave. We see evidence of that by the fact that she and Johnny, although they seem to have a good romantic time, they don't really, endeavor, so to speak. And interesting that the way that Cobra Kai portrayed this was kind of leaning towards those old YouTube videos that Johnny was the real Karate Kid or Johnny was the real hero, thinking that she and Johnny had the better chemistry. When if you watch the original movie, Johnny was a jerk and abusive and all that crap, and she was happy to be with Daniel-san. So it felt a little disingenuous or a little revisionist history, shall I say. What else can I say about this damn thing? The friendship of the kid who got his arm broke, just the nerd kid who hooks up with the hot blonde. I mean, this is going back to those 80s movies, Can't Buy Me Love and so forth. It's good, it's not great. I'll just say that. Every once in a while you'll see some pro wrestling reference or t-shirt on this series, so the producers must be in good with the WWE, that's fine. I enjoyed it. I mean, look, it's something to watch, it's something to do. It's kind of like it makes you happy a little bit. It's a little brain candy for you. You're banging out quick. I think it would be interesting, and I don't think this is going to happen because this will just be a Netflix season 4. But were Cobra Kai to actually be on the network, and you had to watch every week, like if it was an HBO show or just a regular network show, I think it would be successful. But I think that this is better for these days. What else can I talk about? Oh boy. Yeah, I mean Robbie. Yeah, the whole Robbie. I mean, it's very tangled up. These sons, and they have like, who's my daddy? I mean, that's a big other theme of this show is daddy issues. Daniel's son, what was his father deceased on the original Karate Kid or divorced or something? But basically Mr. Miyagi was the father figure to Daniel's son. Kreese. Oh, I should talk about Kreese in Vietnam, for Christ's sake. That was the kind of the what do you call that thing from the movie Citizen Kane? The sled, like the sled of Cobra Kai, is that we've all been watching Cobra Kai and wearing the t-shirts, and now we find out that the Cobra Kai means the Cobra Pit, the snake pit. So we've all been kind of all hyped up about this thing, which was really like a pit of deadly snakes that these Vietnam veterans fought to their death to avoid. So that's kind of dark. So the fucking guys who wrote this thing, produced this thing, went kind of dark on us, but that's fine. If this series had been made a year later, let's be honest, and maybe a hot topic, and I know that there's a difference between Vietnam, obviously, and China, but if this series had been made a year later, I don't know if they would have touched that storyline, to be honest, because with coronavirus, or as the president calls it, China virus, I don't know if they'd want to portray Asian people in such a negative content, even though, historically, there's probably something to this Cobra Kai pit of snakes. Now, I'm not taking a side. I'm just saying that I don't think they would have done that had this show been produced post-coronavirus. So something to think about. I will probably have deeper thoughts and thinkings later. I might go back and do a whole series. If you would like to watch that, like me breaking down maybe every series or every episode or every season, I might do that for you. I might not. You can still watch Mike Messier original films. I make movies too, and I'm a very good fucking actor. So I mean, I'm a little surprised that Liz didn't give me a call, seeing if she wanted me to be on season 3 with her. But I know that she was just kind of stopping by for a cup of coffee at the dinner party anyway. But you can watch my acting reel. You can watch my original films, The Impeccable, Blood Sugar Sedace, Disregard the Vampire, Mike Messier 10 award-winning documentary. You can watch all those wonderful things on my YouTube channel. If you happen to be a pro wrestling fan, you can watch Pro Wrestling Rants and Memories. You can watch Messier Mantra, Messier Peace Theater. It's Mike Messier with your Cobra Kai Season 3 review. Well, not review, just thoughts. MikeMessier.com. Thanks. I'll show you a little